I'm Dave Schneider. It's a guide's life. Gonna put in our last, I think 2.5 hours roughly is what I've got left here. I got the outlines all done. You know, usually when I'm mapping a lake, I like to drive the outside edge of the lake like you're mowing a lawn. I want to get the outside edges as far extreme, as shallow as I can get. You know, everything. I do the outside edge first, and then I do another lap all the way around like I'm mowing the lawn kind of thing. And I do the next lap. And once I've got 2 good routes, then I start to do my cross sections. Now, like I said, when I do this for Lowrance, Greg Huff actually manipulates it. He draws lines that he sends me just like a base map, and I put them in my unit and I just follow his lines. I'm sure his lines are based on, you know, aerial photographs of the lake and so on and so forth. If they're going to be hydrilla beds and where they're at, it's really hard on your equipment. It's bad for the hydrilla beds. It's one of those deals, so I drive around that stuff. I usually drive around the edges of it as well. Like I'm mowing the lawn, and then record right up to it is kind of what you do. And then I'll indicate that there are hydrilla beds there on my indicators on the map. I'll, just for my own information kind of thing, I'll put icons down so I know what's there. Same thing with an island or something. You drive around it a couple of times, and then you drive, you know, your cross sections up to the island. So anyway, we're headed out. We're on Kenansville Lake. This is you make a right-hand turn just before you get to Kenansville off of, I believe that's 441, isn't it? Is that 441 we're coming in on? I think that's 441. And you turn onto Fellsmere Road, and guys, it is 12, maybe 13 miles of some of the nastiest dirt roads you ever want to see. When I'm done, I'll strap the boat cover down tight on everything again. I'll drive out of here. We'll go right to a car wash and wash the whole thing, starting at the top of the boat covers, and wash the whole thing. After that dries a bit, I'll take the covers off and then wash the boat. But that's the routine, that's the situation. I hope this Super Bowl Sunday finds you well. I hope you find a time to be with your family and friends tonight. It's just a great time of year. Captain Dave, I'll be back with you. We'll see. Now, one of the things I like to do when I come to an end, if I've driven through some hydrilla, is I'm going to shut my motor, I'm going to disengage my prop, and I'm going to jack my motor all the way up here. And I don't know if, I'll move the thing here. Oh yeah, you can see it here. I'm going to jack my motor all the way up, and you can see the hydrilla that's there. And I'm just going to continue to gut it up, and I'm just going to release that from the prop here and from the motor. And you can see it's kind of drifting away at this point, and that's what I want to do. I want to get rid of that stuff as best I can. And now that it's not held on, it'll come off of there now. But I try and do that too. I'm really keeping a close eye on my temperature, my water pressure. Those are the things that I want to, as far as boat maintenance are concerned, and taking care of your gear, those are the things you want to kind of keep an eye on. You know what I mean? You want to make sure your water temp or your water pressure is coming up to an appropriate level. And you should know, you know, quite frankly, you should probably know what those numbers are just from driving your boat, okay? And I'm going to go back down. I'm going to take a pass down. I'm just going to kind of go back and forth on the grid lines at this point. And once you get to this level, it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy sailing. So I'm going to get up onto a partial plane here. For sonar, you want to be under 15 miles an hour. 20 would be an absolute max. If you're trying to get other things, you know, under 10, structure scan needs to be right around 10 miles an hour at the most to get a good structure scan image. A lot of that just depends on where your transducers are mounted as well. I want to emphasize to you that you don't have to drive around on your lake to map your lake. You can just turn your sonar on your console, make sure that you know, like I said, your GPS, I've got a puck right over here, right above my transducers, and that's important for accuracy. But you can just drive around and fish, get on your trolling motor and fish all day, and you're recording everything you're fishing at that point. And I've done that many times on Okeechobee, and that's a great way to do it. You don't have to, it doesn't have to interrupt your fishing, this recording. So, all right, we'll be back. I got this from Captain Clyde Arnold. And of course, you know, Captain Clyde's got all those products that we've been talking about, the locks, safety locks and things like that. But this is one he has here that's not for hog hunting, but it's made specifically for cleaning your motor. And yeah, and I'm going to show you here. I've got all this hydrilla here. You're gonna walk back over here, babe. I got all this hydrilla here, and I want to be able to get this hydrilla off my motor. And this baby right here is just ridiculous. Look at it.
I'm over here.
Very sharp. It's very sharp. I just go like this, and I can just cut the hydrilla lines right off of here, and it just takes them right off, you know, just like that. And so I like to, you know, if I'm cleaning up and doing, you get into some hydrilla real heavy or whatnot, this is the ticket. This tool right here, it just, look at me, look, it just cuts it right off. Just cuts it right off here. So that's, and anyway, I just thought this is, he also has an attachment that you put on here to clean your water pickups. Now what's nice about the hydrilla beds is that there are no, look at me here, what's nice about the hydrilla beds is you're not dealing with the scuzzy stuff that plugs your intakes. It's just dealing with just the hydrilla itself. This little tool, I'm going to tell you, stuff is absolutely amazing. Captain Clyde Arnold, and again, I'll show you his information here, but this is one of the other tools. I think he gets about $100 for one of these things. It also comes with the big squeegee to clean your intakes too from the boat. This is a must-have, guys. This is absolutely must-have. It's one of those things that flat out works. All right, thanks, Captain Clyde. You guys, you can see that I'm kind of going back and forth. This is all hydrilla here. I've marked it with hydrilla markers so that I know. This whole area I can't cover. And what you're looking for here, and what you want to be careful of, and I'll show you I'll go sonar for a minute. When you see this, when you see that, you're not recording bottom. And it's important that you slow down or do something to adjust yourself so that your transducer catches bottom again. You can see I'm driving through lots of hydrilla, and you can also see how soft the bottom is. Now we're in a harder bottom area here. You see how this is getting a little lighter tan? It's not hard bottom by any stretch, but it's harder than this area is with this darker stuff. So that's kind of one of the things I'm watching for as I do this. I want to make sure that, because if my sonar is not reading, then none of this matters, because it's not going to save anything. Okay guys, that's it, man. I've got the mapping done here. This lake took me, I think, collectively about 8 or 9 hours to get it completely done. What I do now is I go to the Lowrance website. It's called www.genesismaps.com. That's Genesis maps.com. You go to that website, and that's where you can get a subscription. I want to say that the platinum subscription, the full-on, get everything you want, unlimited. You get all the maps that other people have already put up. Anytime you go to a body of water, they have what they call social maps, where people put up their recordings. Nothing is put on there that Lowrance hasn't gone over carefully to make sure isn't correct. In other words, everything gets checked by their computers so that nothing's off. You know, or in that somebody had a bad setting or something like that, and marked stuff that's 12 feet deep that's only 2 foot deep, you know, that kind of thing. Those social maps are gone over, but you get access to all that stuff, and you just click on it, download it. It downloads on. You download it onto an SD card, put it in your unit, and load it into your map, load it onto your screen, just like you would any Navionics map chip or C-map chip or anything else for that matter. And so it's pretty cool. What this does though is it allows you, with any recordable Lowrance unit, any Lowrance unit that has record on it, where you can record sonar or log sonar, you can save it onto the SD card. And now I'm going to take that SD card, I'm going to put it in my computer, I'm going to go to genesismaps.com, I'm going to upload these files, and of course Greg's waiting on these files because they're creating an entire lake map here and over on Garcia as well. And so just upload those things. It takes about an hour. Sometimes it's maybe a little longer than that. But then they're gonna send you back a link. You click on that link, you upload it, you put it right in your unit. It's absolutely astounding. And guys, I can't emphasize this enough. The most important part of all this, if you're a bass fisherman, you or any kind of game species fisherman, you should understand this. you get maps of where hard bottom areas are and soft bottom areas. I can fish through hydrilla all day long. I can fish through all sorts of grass lines and cattail heads through Okeechobee. And if I record everywhere I go, I'm on my trolling motor and going, it's recording off the back unit, and it records everywhere it can. And I upload that thing, I get back and areas where I can see where the hard bottom was. A lot of times when I put that hard bottom, when I put that map showing the bottom content on my screen, it oftentimes coincides, that hard bottom a lot of times coincides with where I caught fish. It's really cool. Hard bottom, man. Even if you don't care about the contour lines, the hard and soft bottom, the bottom content. Hey, Captain Dave Schneider, It's a Guide's Life. Do me a favor, like the video, share the video. I know you got friends. Hit that like button, bam! Just one time though, because if you do it twice, it undoes it. I just found that out recently. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I'm coming at you every day, pouring my heart and soul into this thing. Captain Dave, man, enjoy your Super Bowl Sunday. I'll see you tomorrow.